The alcohol industry in Australia is worth an estimated $10 billion, and considering 78% of our population consume alcohol, it is fair to say that it plays a significant role in our lives. Alcohol plays an important part in Australian culture. From birthdays to national celebrations and sporting events, people choose to consume alcohol for a number of reasons that provide them with utility. However, when someone decides to drink, they expose themselves to a downside in the form of the monetary cost and the dreaded hangover. This downside is impacted by various factors, but our focus will be on the quality of alcohol consumed and its price. Without looking at the science, there is a market trend where lower quality alcohol often has a lower price, and usually contains additives which allow a producer to reduce production costs and lower their prices. However, for the consumer, this usually means a more intense hangover in the morning. Which begs the question, if we as consumers are aware of this quality difference and the subsequent consequences, then why do we still decide to consume low quality alcohol? Our study will investigate potential links between the utility consumers receive from their alcohol preferences and the costs associated with these preferences. We will also explore the trade-off faced between the price and hangover intensity.
To understand the choice consumers make while weighing up the costs and benefits of drinking alcohol, we will need to understand people's relationship with it.
There are many factors with people's relationship with alcohol, but the first one is simply, why do people drink in the first place?
Secondly, based on their decision to drink alcohol, we would like to determine what influences their preferences in quality, type, and quantity of alcohol consumed. And lastly, we'll look at how social and personal influences change an individual's preferences on alcohol.
Let's give an example of what we mean when answering these questions. This is Matthew. Matthew is a uni student who was out with his mates tonight and seems to have consumed a lot of alcohol. But why has he decided to do this? Firstly, because Matthew is drinking with his mates. He's pretty keen on having a good time tonight. And because of the rowdy crowd he hangs out with, it's important for him to drink a lot with his friends. So it seems that he's achieving utility by actually getting drunk. Based on this reason, Matthew is primarily concerned about volume intake of alcohol and isn't particularly bothered with what type of alcohol or how it even tastes. We could also say that because he's a uni student and doesn't have much money, keeping the price of the alcohol low is a very important factor for Matthew, but there would also be many other social and personal influences. Because of the choices Matthew has made, there will be a slight monetary cost, but probably a more significant cost in the form of a bad hangover. These were the costs for Matthew drinking, and the cost for the benefits he gained from it. It is these questions that we have briefly gone into with Matthew of why drink, what to drink, and what influences those decisions, that we hope to be able to conclusively answer with our research strategy and show in our final presentation.
Our research strategy is a riveting one. It consists of using both primary and secondary data. In terms of primary data, we intend to conduct surveys in relation to our topic, investigating why people drink and what drives their preferences. At the same time, we use secondary data from government and market sources, as well as newspaper and journal articles, to substantiate and add to our findings. The body of our research will be made up of these findings, and we will attempt to explain our findings using graphical examples and economic theory. So to wrap up, our research aims to investigate alcohol, why people choose to consume alcohol, what drives preferences in alcohol, and how these preferences are affected by social and personal influences. Thank you for listening to our research proposal, and we hope you thoroughly enjoy our research.
Created using Powtoon.